I'm not here to say what I think is going to make you guys like me. I don't care about that. I care about speaking the facts, the truth. I care about encouraging, influencing significant positive change for our people. This type of destruction and failure is not going to get us there.
It's time to tell it like it is.
I can't understand how it is that you have made the amount of money that he has made and he hasn't done more by now. It's massively obvious that something is not right. He's been misusing his money. There's a whole lot of other stuff going on that he apparently isn't telling everybody. So let's be clear, my people. Why is it that there continues to be a single person supporting him? We need to start holding our people to higher standards. Why is there a single person still supporting him? Why? I swear it seems like it's been about 15 years he's been talking about this school. He hasn't done nothing significant yet. Now all of a sudden he's going through all of this? Cut that shit off. Be done with those of our people who are failing us.
Rodney Hinton Jr. is on trial because you had the audacity to avenge the death of your son. And you got black people saying, well, he didn't unalive the cop who took his son's life. He unalived any cop he can find. Can I ask you a question? Yes, when white police stop and kill black people, does it matter to them which one they get? Because isn't a black person a black person? Any person working for a racist police district is guilty.
We want to stop the violence. We don't want to encourage it. So for you to suggest the thing that you're suggesting just doesn't make any daggone sense. The same way that so many, the majority actually of our black parents have adapted to this idea, this slavery conditioning of our people, that is acceptable to subject your children to the same tortures that we were subjected to as black people back during slavery. That it makes sense to beat your children, physically abuse your children as a form of discipline. Even though it's completely unnecessary, we still do it. This is encouraging some type of behavior that we shouldn't be encouraging. And he kind of contradicts himself with something that he said at a different time.
You're absolutely right. To your issue with crime. Take the Italian mafia back in their heyday. No women, no children, no elders. If you kill one, even by accident, we take your life. That was the rule. But in the black community, you can hit the elders, hit the kids, hit the pregnant women. No rules, no consequences.
He can clearly understand all of what is necessary to actually affect significant positive change for our people, but he's encouraging people to do otherwise. He's trying to justify a black man going out and unaliving this police officer that had nothing to do with it. So what about our black people who are doing these drive-by shootings and things like that, where little children are taken out and people who are not even involved are taken out, innocent bystanders? You're encouraging this. One police officer, they all work for the same police department, so they all are okay. So one family, children, women, whatever, they're part of the same family. So you get what I'm saying? I'm not here to say what I think is going to make you guys like me. I don't care about that. I care about speaking the facts, the truth. I care about encouraging, influencing significant positive change for our people. This type of destruction and failure is not going to get us there. Have that rage in you to take that out on anybody knowing the failure of a father that you've been. Y'all do your research. You know, on these daggone news reports, if you read these news reports, you watch the news on TV, they share people's names a lot of times. If they're of adult age or they are being charged as adults, they share their name a lot of times. They share all kind of information that's helpful for you to do your own research. Not talking about somebody else said this, or what some random unknown person posted on social media, or all these other ways that a lot of us get this information and we just run with it and think it's legitimate. Do your own research. You look at all these reports, read the stuff for yourself. Look at the videos for yourself. Most time they mention these people's names, go on these different platforms. On the gram, everybody talking about the gram, on the gram, Facebook, everywhere, YouTube, go and search these people. So often you'll find these people on somewhere on social media. You'll see the destructive ass things they do. You'll see the nonsense, the failure that they're involved in. You'll see it for yourself. You don't have to hate me for telling the truth. He shouldn't have been mad at these officers considering how extremely failed of a father he is. Everybody's rallying behind him. Everybody's commending him as a father for avenging his son and all of this nonsense. Why is the child in the first place out here stealing cars, running from the police and stolen cars? Why is the child out here in the first place doing that? Why is no one questioning that? Why are we not having serious conversations about fixing that, changing that, addressing that? Why are we not looking at the destructive ass social media that proves that you are a horrible ass father? You failed that child. That's why that child ended up in that situation. Why are we so dead set on self-destruct? And y'all hate people like me for telling the truth. We should not be rallying behind this failed ass father. We should not be applauding. We should not be applauding him for what he's done. If he wouldn't have failed that child would still be here. That child would still be alive. Because he wouldn't have been out here running around, stealing cars, and running from the police. Why are we not considering that? We need to start investing our time and our attention and our money into the black people, those of our black people who actually care. Not all this nonsense, this destruction and this failure, the lies. Opening up schools for 15 years and it never happens. Oh, now let's make up this story. Let's go and make up this story that, oh, they're out to get me. They're trying to set me up. They've been ignoring my calls and all this stuff. First, you act like they were trying to be sneaky about it and do it behind your back. Now all of a sudden they've been ignoring your calls. You've been knowing about this for several months and they've been ignoring your calls. You never got a response from them. Why didn't you go in person to take care of this stuff however you needed to? How about that? If you're being ignored, you go back. I can't remember how long ago it was. 14, 16 years ago. You go back when I was doing videos and I was trying to reach out to Douglas, reach out to the school about the little situation that happened with the kid being stomped out and everything. That horrible situation that played out. I'm trying to reach out to the school. I recorded all that. I had evidence. I was showing that I was making an effort. I was trying to make an effort. Reach out to the parents and everything. To this day, you look at my different channels. To this day, I haven't taken them down. I still got videos out there where I was recording this stuff, trying to do this stuff. Look at the horrible, negative ass response I was getting from the parents. I'm reaching out as a concerned parent. I'm reaching out to the school. I was getting ignored and getting the runaround. They never got back with me. I recorded all of that. I recorded me calling and everything. I showed my phone, dialing the number and everything. I don't have to make this shit up. I actually do care. I truly, wholeheartedly want to see significant positive change for my people. I'm not out here to try to concern myself with money and all these other things. Because for me personally, it's never been about the money. It's never been about the money. The only thing that I've ever expected of my people is to watch, share, like my videos. Even more important than that, comment. Do we understand what our people had to go through? Am I the only person that takes consideration to that? I mean, seriously take serious consideration to what our people had to go through in this country. And I'm talking about after slavery was abolished. Not doing anything illegal, not doing anything immoral, not doing anything wrong to anybody. And we were subjected to all kinds of tortures and horrors. I have to worry about a mob of white people coming up to their house late night, early morning, snatching their son or their father up out of the bed in the middle of the night or early in the morning for no reason at all. And hanging him from the tree in the front yard or backyard. They wanted to show their white young son how it's done. They wanted him to experience that. That would be the only reason. There was so many times that happened. Amongst many, many other horrible, destructive ass, evil ass things. Our people had to tolerate and endure so much stuff. So much shit. Fire hoses turned on them. Dog sicked on them. Getting beat by the police, all kinds of crazy stuff. They all these tortures and horrors. But guess what they did? They continued to still go out and they continued to work. They continued to go out and try to stand for something, make a change. Even though they knew that they were going to be subjected to those things. Living in constant fear, they demonstrated the strength and patience to still try to get through. Now here we are, an opportunity for our black people to finally unite. Connect with each other, communicate. Try to fix all these different things. And all that I'm asking you, all that I'm expecting of my people is to simply share my videos. Get it out there for people to communicate with each other. Share it. Like my videos. Subscribe so you get notifications. Comment, please. Comment. That's the only begging I'm doing of my people. I'm not begging you for money. Any money that I do get from YouTube, I plan on doing other things. I hope one day that I'll be able to make enough money I can travel. I would love to speak. I would love to travel to these schools and speak to our young people. Have these conversations that their parents should have had that they did not have. Go and speak to our people about parenting. That's the most important thing. That's how we're going to change all of this. Parenting, correct parenting. If there's something that you think we need to discuss, we need to talk about, let me know. If there's something that I've already talked about, I've already spoken on, I've done a video about, and you want to speak about that again, let me know. You want to join me for video conversations. You want to join me in this mission of mine. I invite you. I welcome all of my people. Consider what our people have gone through. All that you have to do right now to be involved, to bring about significant positive change for our people, is to be involved. And the most simple way in which I'm expecting my people to be involved is to simply communicate with each other. That's simple. Have these discussions, these conversations. Let's talk about how we go about doing things, how we accomplish these things, how we make these things happen. It starts there. We can't just automatically just know in our minds what every other black person is doing. We have to have these conversations, the difficult conversations too, unfortunately. Let's address our problems so we can change the things that we need to change. I appreciate so many of the daggone things that so many of our people are out here trying to do. The Black Business School, Dr. Boyce Watkins, for example. But the things that they put out there, the things that they talk about, the things that they're trying to encourage are of people who are not destroyed. Don't hate me for my choice of words. People who have the mental fortitude. The Black Business School for those of our people who are going to be responsible with money. You have to first be a certain type of person. You have to be fixed first. If you have not developed the necessary habit to even give your attention to something like that, they're devoting too much of their time and attention to nonsense and failure. We have to fix the people. That's a huge part of my mission. First, fixing the people. Watch a video, comment, share the video, encourage conversation. Let's build that connection. Let's do what's necessary to bring about the significant positive change for our people. The most simple things. I'm presenting you with that. It's literally that easy. If you truly care to see a significant positive difference for us, then subscribe to change. Subscribe to being better people.